Hello, welcome to Knowledge of Physics. In this video, I will be explaining you what is the first principle of differentiation or first principle of derivative. So for that, this topic is useful for the students of class 11 and 12 and above higher secondary level or secondary level. For those students who are studying bachelor's in science or other subjects related to science and mathematics, they have to learn or study calculus, the topic calculus, and where you have to learn this about the derivative, and the process of finding the derivative is differentiation. For understanding the first principle of derivative, you have to consider two things. One is a function, real valued function f of x, a real valued function. This means this function must have a real and finite value for given value of x. X is variable of function f of x. Okay, after considering these two factor, one is function and another is variable of the function, we consider del x and del y. These are very small change in the values of x and y respectively, or in another words, del x and del y are a small increment. You can say it as increment, a small increment in x and y respectively. So y is a function, x is variable, and del x and del y are the small increment in x and y. This means change in x causes change in the value of y. Okay, because the value of y depends on value of x. X is, you can say, x is independent variable, y is dependent variable, because the value of y depends on x. But in this case, in the case of calculus or derivative, we have to say y as function, or y is equal to f of x is given there, y is a function and x is variable of y. So after considering this y x and del x del y, we have to say the derivative of y with respect to x is given as dy by dx. Derivative of y with respect to x is given as dy by dx, or you can say it as capital D y, or you can say df, because y and f are same, is equal to limit del x tends to 0, del x tends to 0, del x tends to 0, f of x plus del x minus f of x divided by del x, provided that limit exists. So if del x and del y are small, very small change in the values of x and y respectively, or del x and del y are the small increment in x and y respectively, then the derivative of y with respect to x is given as dy by dx, or you can say capital D y, or you can say capital D f is equal to limit del x tends to 0, or del x approaching to 0, or uh, del x reaching very close to 0, to ratio f of x plus del x minus f of x divided by del x. This is the derivative, provided that this part of the limit exists. For that, limit of the function must be finite, and the process of finding the derivative of a function by applying this method is called the first principle of derivative. This is called the first principle of derivative. For example, let me show you how can we find derivative of a function y is equal to exponential x. Let y is equal to exponential x be a function. You have to find the we have to find the derivative of exponential x. So by using this first principle, from first principle you can write dy by dx is equal to limit del x tends to 0, f of x plus del x means exponential x plus del x, minus f of x means exponential x divided by del x, because this is also equal to f of x. Okay, now you can take out exponential x common, okay, because here is exponential x times exponential del x minus exponential x. So I took out exponential x common, and there remains exponential x minus 1 del x by del y. Since this function is the function of del x, so we can take exponential x out from the limit, so we are left with del x, okay, del limit del x del x tends to 0, exponential x minus 1 by exponential x. And this value is, this part is in the form of limit x tends to 0, exponential x minus 1 is equal to exponential x minus 1 divided by x is equal to 1. We use this relation or this standard formula here. So after using this, what we get is dy by dx is equal to exponential x times 1, which is exponential x. So derivative of exponential x is equal to obviously exponential x. So in this way you can use first principle to find out the derivative of any given function. So from first principle, what you can say is this ratio is actually known as instantaneous ratio, and this ratio, which is also written as, let me delete it, which is also written as limit del x minus del x tends to 0, del y by del x. Okay, this is also called incremental ratio. So derivative is nothing but the limiting value of this incremental ratio. This instantaneous ratio is given by this value, which is del x by del y by del x under limit del x tends to 0 is called the derivative of the function y with respect to its variable x. This much in this video. Thank you so much for watching. I will bring you this kind of videos in future, so stay connected with us, keep watching our videos. Thank you so much for your time.